Hey guys, it's me, Sonic, and welcome back to another Fighting Plarail video. And today, guys, I've got some sad news regarding the Plarail order with the tracks, trestles, and the E1 Shinkansen train. Apparently, after I got home from door dashing with my mom, my dad texted me saying that the order has that they didn't have the stuff on that was shown in the list of the stuff that was shown in the order, and apparently it was canceled and it got refunded, and I'm upset about that, which of course is a bit of a big deal because of course I was looking forward to getting E1 so that we wouldn't have to worry about that train when finishing up E2's setup. Apparently, of course, the one that's fixed up, the full set that I got in like that 10 train bulk deal is just like a duplicate, really. So of course E2, the original one is technically still Unit 1. So of course I still have to fix that one up. Kind of a bit annoying, I know. So E2 is back over on the 2024 trains, not on the duplicates. Of course, EF6019 is the only one on that, and it's really annoying. I was going to use E1 as a wild card, but since that train in the order got botched, I'm unfortunately unable to showcase it. I thought it would have been here eventually, but now, of course, with it being refunded, I'm a bit upset. As well, I also wanted to try to get a video down before I head out for Comic-Con on Saturday. Hey, so yeah, because of course I'm probably going to be spending a bit of money with getting some autographs and pictures with some Sonic voice actors, such as Jason Griffith, Lisa Ortiz, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, maybe Brian Drummond, Dan Green, maybe Shannon Chink and Erica Schroeder, but I don't know. And maybe find some Sonic cosplayers to make friends. But we'll see what happens. But anyways, we are focusing on the Childhood Plarail Trains Restoration series. Of course, all of the trains, except for EF69 in Unit 2 and C12, have 3 boosts. C12 only has 2, and EF6019 Unit 2 has 4. And as well, the wild cards for today are Purple 500, 300, 6000 MSE, JR313, E231, and N700. As well, we have E217 replacing off EF510-501, who won the last video. So of course, these trains are trains are fighting for wildcard slots, and the trains that are fighting for the placeholders and everything, I will go over now. I should have done that earlier. I'm sorry for not really going over that. So EMDF7A is fighting for himself. E3 is fighting for E3. E257 is fighting for TX1000. O1 for N1000. That's of the Childhood trains. 2023 trains, there's only one left, that being EF65, and he's fighting for himself. And the 3 2024 trains, E2's Grey Wheel variant is fighting for Unit 1. HGS-7 is fighting for himself, and C56-160 is fighting for C12. And EF6019 is fighting for himself. But of course, there is only one piece that I'm able to find, but of course, if that piece does somehow end up out of stock before I'm able to order that, then that would just be complete bullshit. Of course, I will probably show photos before we begin the tournament of what the pieces I'm missing look like. So anyways, I'm going to spin through a randomizer to decide which trains will face against each other, and then we'll get started. Alright guys, the brackets are set, and should be ready to begin. Sorry about that throat clearing. My dad's in here, but of course I told him to stay quiet, so that way I don't have to restart the filming, and that just tends to get annoying. Anyway, the brackets for the first round for today's video are O1 against D3, Purple 500 against EF6019, EMDF7A against EF65, JR313 against C56-160, 6000 MSE against HGS-7, 300 against E2, E257 against E231, and N700 against E217. Now, of course, before we do get started, I'm going to be showing you guys images of what the last 2 pieces I'm looking for EF6019 look like. Of course, starting out with this crate car, this is of like the second car with EF6019 looks like. Like, of course, the crates can be taken off. And of course, this is the only piece that I'm able to find for EF6019. Is the crate carrier, not the crates for some reason, which is pretty much a pain. And finally, this red like caboose car or something. I honestly have no idea what it's called. It can be detached like that, so I mean you can be able to fit like a figure inside, which is kind of cool. But of course, now with that over with, it's time to decide on which train. It's time to begin in the tournament. Starting out with a 1 against E3. The game is on. Seriously, already off with a draw? This is bullcrap. Sometimes there's some real pain in the ass difficulties with E3. This E3, not the other ones. Okay, thank you. E3 wins. Okay, O1 is out. Next up is Purple 500 against EF6019. I guess I just call it 500 since that is the only one, but of course I do own blue ones and as well the Fighting Plarail Legacy variant. Let's see what's gonna happen. 500 is one of this purple 500 unit 1 is one of my more faster trains. It's among these. Looks like EF6019 has just destroyed one of my fastest trains. I guess that's the reason of why I called EF6019 the Plarail Titan, because it just completely obliterates any train in their path. Anyways, next up is EMDF7A versus EF65. Here we go. EMDF7A is off to a good start. Nicely done from that one. And it looks like EF65's chances have been shot down once again of getting its fourth boost, but whatever. Anyways, next up is JR313 versus C56160. Sorry, I got a little bit mixed up. I don't think I've ever seen these trains in combat together. Probably because the JR313 was one of my more older trains that now of course I don't think these trains ever went into combat together. I honestly have no idea what to say. I mean, of course, I only had I have very faint memories of having JR313, so it's kind of difficult to try to remember about what trains I had when I was a kid and everything. It's a lot to process. My parents don't even pay attention about what trains I have and had when I was a kid. JR313 was able to switch the track, but can he be able to destroy his opponent? Holy shit. That was unexpected of C56160. He just obliterated a train that was stronger than him. Nicely done. That was very unexpected of JR313 losing to a steam locomotive train, but still, that was impressive. Anyways, next up is 6000 MSE versus HGS-07. Now, of course, as well, I feel like I should have mentioned, but of course, with having the other trains fully completed with their wildcard segments, with the trains being fully completed, I felt like I should have at least kept them up as a wild card, maybe. But of course, that would have made better sense with having those trains on the playing field. But I think I just completely forgot about it again. And I feel ashamed for not doing that, but I'm probably going to go back into my earlier videos and see which trains have not fought as wild cards of the other ones that have been fixed, and bring them back into the playing field and see what happened. Okay, I think this fight may be a little bit longer than expected because, of course, with them being a bit slow. And 6000 MSE has once again failed to destroy a train of this stature. He only got lucky on one win, and yet he still gets obliterated at every turn it gets thrown at him. And just like that, he failed again. HGS-07 advances on. Alright. 6000 MSE has failed once again. No surprise there. 300 and E2 are up next. Let's see what's going to happen. Anything surprised about E2 being slow? Oh, now it's starting to kick in the speed. I can probably say that this match will be over at any given moment, but I think with E2's speed increasing, I'd probably say that this match should be a bit longer, but we'll see what happens when we cross that bridge and come to it. And the train... Okay, E2 went down, 300, advances on. I know it seemed like I gave E2 a bit of an unfair advantage. I honestly have no idea. I was just trying to... I didn't want the trains to get stuck, so I had to give it a little bit of help to 300. Next up is E257 and E231. Let's see how these trains could take on each other. Yeah. Holy shit, E231 got obliterated. E257 advances on. Nicely done. All right, we're down to the final round of the qualifiers. N700 versus E217. Two wild cards against one another. Oh, hang on. The switch got a bit stuck. And down goes N700. E217 advances on. Nicely done for a rookie in battle. All right, our qualifier round has come to an end, and this is the list of the trains that are advancing on to the quarterfinals. E3, EF6019, EMDF7A, C56160, HGS-07, 300, E257, and E217. The losers being 01, Purple 500, Unit 1, EF65, 6000 MSC, E2's Graybill variant, JR313, E231, and N700 Unit 1. So anyways, I'm going to spin through a randomizer once again and figure out which trains will be facing up against each other in the quarterfinals. All right, the brackets are set for the quarterfinals. EF6019 is facing against E257, 300 against E3, E217 against EMDF7A, and HGS-07 against C56160. Now then, it's time to begin the quarterfinals. Starting off with EF6019, number 2. Unit 2, and E257. Go! And once again, the Plarail Titan has struck. Yep, it's over. I know that seemed a bit unfair, but just knocking over E257 like that, but of course it was stuck on its side, and it would have been difficult to wait a long time for that train to just fall off the track on its own. But of course it was stuck on some of the trestles, but I'll probably get to that later, or not. Anyways, next up is 300 versus E3. Can't wait to get E3 fixed up. Like the other E3. Of course, I had to salvage this motor because, of course, the battery shell was in critical condition. E3 switched the track. Which train is going down? Are you kidding me? Damn draws. Attempt 2. I hate it when draws happen in battle. And it looks like collision is imminent. Or not. And here it comes. Seriously, 300? What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you weak? E3 switched the track again. It's probably just going to lead to another draw. Or not. 300 has destroyed E3. I guess this means that EMDF7A is the last of the Childhood Plarail Train fighters in this round. Oh yeah, I forgot to let people know about what the Childhood Plarail Trains Restoration series is if they were new. But I guess, yeah. To those who are new to the Childhood Plarail Trains Restoration series, it's mainly a focus on trying to restore every single Plarail train I've lost as a kid, or ones in 2023 that have gotten as fails with trying to finish up 060 Ducata's Fighting Plarail Legacy Collection, or ones in 2024 that I got on bulk deal sales that were incomplete. Anyway, Wait, it's E217 up against EMDF7A. Who's going to win this match? Let's find out. Jeez, that was long dialogue. I'm sorry for that dialogue, guys. It felt like a pain in the ass. Yes, I didn't even explain what the Childhood Plarail Trains Restoration series was before I went through the brackets. I knew I was forgetting something. This match is probably gonna be over eventually. I did not mean to take so long like that. I feel like a fucking idiot. But this match is pretty much over right about here. That'll help a little bit. Looks like E217 has failed. EMDF7A is advancing on to the semifinals. Well done of this old train. All right, we're down to the final match before the semis. Anyways, it's up against HGS-07 and C56-160. Let's see what's gonna happen. Both very slow as fuck trains. Well, of course, they're the bottom three in speed. Of all of my trains combined, but we'll see what happens when we get there. Well, technically, I haven't checked if D51 or Thomas is fast, but we'll see eventually. I think a collision seems imminent right about here. C56-160 has switched the tracks. One of the trains is definitely going down. And it's C56-160. Which means HGS-07 is our winner in this round. Alright, we're down to the final four. EF6019, 300, EMDF7A, and HGS-07. The losers of this round were the C56-160, E217, E257, and E3. Now then, it's time to spin through our randomizer one last time to decide the fate of the semifinals and the final round. So I'll be right back. All right, we have our final bracket set. EMDF7A will be fighting against 300 and EF6019 against HGS-07. Sorry, I got my words mixed up there. Anyways, winners of these rounds will face each other in the finals, and that winner will decide the fate of the next train. But well, we'll see what happens, because of course, if somehow EMDF7A or 300 manages to beat EF6019, if he manages to win, that'd be pretty crazy, and they would take the title of Plarail Titan. But we'll see what happens when we get there. Starting off in the semifinals, it's EMDF7A and our last wild card, 300. The battle is on. Honestly, I have no idea how long this battle is going to last, but I'm sure it won't be long for much. But we'll see what happens. I think this match is about to end, but let's see what's going to happen. Holy shit! 300 just obliterated EMDF7A. That was... I am sorry, EMDF7A, but you lost. I am glad that that 300 did not fall off the track back when it was in the middle of it, but whatever. Otherwise, it would have been a draw, and that would have been frustrating. But anyways, the winner of this battle will face against 300. Who is it going to be? EF6019 or HGS-07? Let's find out. It's probably going to take a little bit because with these trains being slow. And of course with HGS-07 being in the bottom three. In speed, that is, and not in the ranks. I think a collision might seem imminent, but I have no idea. I think EF6019 might be a little bit faster. I don't know. Of course, if EF6019 does win, then it would pretty much be guaranteed for... Yup, HGS-7 was destroyed by the Plarail Titan EF6019. Alright, we're down to the final round of 300 against EF6019. Winner decides the fate of the next train. If EF6019 wins, then its 5th and final boost will be ready, and then I can order that part. If 300 wins, it'll be decided, the fate of the next train will be decided randomly. Go! Now I'm hoping 300 will win somehow, because of course if it leads to another, like, a fuck up with what happened with E3 during the quarterfinals, then that would just be retarded. Come on, 300. Destroy this Plarail Titan. Or fail trying. Well, guys, I guess that's pretty much wraps up for today's video. I honestly hope that 300 would have had the chance to win, but no. EF6019 just completely destroyed him. I guess he is still known as the Plarail Titan for a reason. So I guess this means I'll be ordering that part for EF6019 to try to get it to 4.5 out of 6. And of course, it is going to be a while before I actually do get the rest of the parts, but I hope I will get them all eventually. But it will most likely be a while before I actually do get those remaining pieces, but we'll see how long it will take. Of course, I'm going to be saving my money up until Comic-Con, so after Comic-Con, because of course I did already let you guys know about that. So, of course, my next video will be when I do get my money saved up again, and I do get the part for EF6019 ordered, and then eventually a part comes, and then everything else into place and everything else. So whatever. Point being, I won't be around making Childhood Plarail Trains Restoration series videos for a little while, so I hope you all understand. And with what I have told you, I'm heading to Comic-Con on Saturday. I hope you guys will be able to see me. I'll be in my Sonic cosplay. I will be wearing my King Eye Sonic necklace. I'll have my Sonic Advance 3 Pico Pico hammer prop that I've used in a bunch of my videos, as well. My profile pic with in Dark Sonic as well. My Dark Spine Sonic cosplay is almost complete. I'm just waiting on some baggy pants, and then I should have everything ready. But for now, that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload a brand new video. I'm sorry about the order of E1 getting canceled, all due to the lack of the stuff that was required. But I hope I will get that order fixed up eventually. But anyway, guys, this wraps up for EF6019 in the battles for now, since that it's gotten to 5 boosts. Once I order the part, then of course that train will be on the sidelines for a while. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.